Hello and welcome everybody to my channel. We're going to be talking all things careers today. So please feel free to get your notepads out, start to ask some questions in the comment box. I would really love to hear your opinions, perspectives, or any particular videos that you'd like to see or hear more of related to jobs, careers, and these kinds of things. So before we get into it, I'll let you know who I am for those of you who have not engaged with us before. So I'm Jessica. I run Reesby Careers and Recruitment. Essentially, we help people into their dream jobs. So we've got jobs, we've got resumes, interview coaching, and everything in between. If you do need our support and you would like to, get yourself to the next promotion, get a better paid salary, please do reach out. I'll make sure everything's in the comments, in the comment box below. So before we get into it, I just wanted to outline that a lot of this information is going to be kind of general. So I always advise people sit down with someone one-on-one. So, you can book it in. I'm happy to catch up with you. Actually talk one-on-one about your career because this will only get you so far, right? General information is exactly that. It's generic. So if you have a specific challenge that you're facing, or everyone is unique, they all have their unique value proposition. So making sure that's being highlighted effectively is the key. So this advice, once again, will only get you so far. So let's go over the 5 key pillars to landing a job, making sure that you have a successful career. So this is the 5 key pillars that we've identified, all right, here at Reesby. So number 1 is effective and amazing resume. So your resume needs to be gorgeous. It's got to sound amazing. It's got to be captivating. It's got to be everything that a recruiter could dream of looking at. All right. It's got to be ATS optimized. There are so many skills that go into having an effective resume. Okay. So if you're not a design person, graphic designer, if you're not in marketing, if you're not in sales, content writing, and you're not in recruitment or HR, I don't know that you're the best person to be writing your own resume. Just like we get our hair done at professional hair salons. We get our cars fixed at mechanics. I just don't think it's wise to be handling something of such importance on your own. I know it's taught at school, and I do not know why it's taught at school for you to do it yourself, but I do think that's probably why a lot of people struggle when it comes to landing jobs. And they end up just pretty much taking whatever they get, really. They're not exactly, got all these options. And realistically, it should be you really deciding on your career. And if that's not the case, there's something wrong, right? So we want to make sure that you understand that the job is a two-way street. You should be providing an amazing service to whoever's employing you for that service, whether you're in sales, customer service, software engineering, whatever it may be, okay? They should be lucky to have you too. But we need to make sure we present ourselves in a way that makes that, clear. So number 1, resume. Get it done professionally. Honestly, it'll be the best money you spend for the sake of what I'm sure you probably would already spend on, some tickets to go see your favorite music artist. I really think it's worth it. If all the top executives are getting it, I really think it's time to start thinking about it. And also, basically, it pays for itself. At the end of the day, every week you go without a job, that's salary lost. Or if you accept a job and it's not really the best pay possible, you're missing out. You're shortchanging yourself. So it's a little bit like the concept of renovating a house so you can sell it. You've got to spend a little bit, get it done nicely, and it will sell for higher and a lot faster. So that's 1. Number 2, you need to know how to nail the interview. Okay, so getting advice of friends and family is good, can get you so far, but is it going to be the most effective? Probably not. All right. Advice on the internet, once again, generic and general, just like this video, okay? So you want to book in with someone one-on-one. We do one-on-one sessions. I do them every day. I've been doing it for the last 10 years of my life, basically. So if you want to book in a session, get your resume done, don't hesitate to reach out. But the reason why we want to do the one-on-ones is your particular circumstances are unique. All right. So making sure that you're working with someone who cares about the outcome and somebody who knows the industry, who knows what they're doing, has been in it for a long time, who actually, genuinely wants what's best for you, I think is key. And go with whoever you trust, right? Whether it's me or whoever it is that you would prefer. Hopefully it would be myself, but at the end of the day, everyone is a little bit different, right? And I'm always a big believer in encouraging people to use their critical thinking. So take my advice, but as well apply your own advice, all right? We want to get sound information from a diverse range of sources. So yeah, so we do the interview coaching, confidence coaching, personal brand coaching. There's a whole bunch of different ways that we can work with people to ensure that they are successful. In terms of ensuring that you answer interview questions to the best of your ability, I would personally say that doing a mock interview session is where you want to go. All right. So once again, going over all of those key critical interview questions and answering those and rephrasing those with a professional. So yeah, getting interview training is going to be critical. Third pillar is, do you have the skills to do the job, right? So are you actually good at what you do? This ties in with certification. So you want to have the qualifications and education. So that's like 3 and 4 of these pillars, yeah? So certification, education. So that's if you're a hairdresser, you got the qualification. If you're a software engineer, you got the degree, okay? It's going to be key. Well, like it's not absolutely essential, but you want to have some sort of training, even if it is a short course. As long as you're really good at what you do, I'm a believer that people can be self-taught, but you just want to have something to back you up, because it's a bit hard to then explain, I don't have any certificate, but I'm really good. It's like, okay, you want to make sure you're able to prove that, if that makes sense. So certification and then being good at it. So you can have a hairdressing qualification on the wall. If you can't actually cut hair very well or style hair very well or color hair very well, then well, who's going to want to, right, come and work with you and be your client? So same thing as a software engineer, you can have a degree, but if you can't code, there's going to be some concern here, yeah? And that's on you. That's up to the student to ensure that they're self-teaching. And this is why people who are really successful in their careers are really successful, because they do a lot of at-home self-training, right? So they practice at home, just like the hairdresser gets a mannequin out, just like a software engineer codes all night, right? So just making sure that you're actually an expert in your field, or at least working towards that, refining your skills and your art. No point in, like I said, having all the qualifications in the world, but you actually can't do the job, because that's what they're paying you for. It's like, plumber coming to your house, but he goes, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's the responsibility on yourself, all right? You can get courses. We do offer one-day courses, but at the end of the day, once again, that's upon yourself to absorb that information and knowledge, yeah? And make sure that you're taking that upon yourself and on board. The next thing is relevant experience. So relevant experience, some sort of industry-based experience. Even if you're a grad, you should have projects, internships. These are critical, okay? Something to prove that you've done it before. Just like if we want to get an architect to build us our house, you want to say to them, so, can you tell me about some of your previous projects? If he turns around, or she, and they say, oh no, this is my first time, well, you're going to be like, uh-oh. But if instead they say, oh, well, here's some example projects that we've recently been working upon. Maybe they're just concept projects. Maybe they're not even real, but at least it's some form of, demonstration that you can do the job. And I guess, lucky last is your presentation skills. So making sure you know how to engage, communicate effectively, network, building that rapport. That's always key to reaching the ultimate top. So those are the key pillars really to landing a job. If you would like to know more about any of these things or uptake any of these services, I highly, highly encourage it. This all comes from a place of, care. At Reesby, we believe in putting the care back in careers. So hope you don't take it as a just telling you what you've got to change. But sometimes getting, a little bit of the reality is important. So so if you're needing any support in those areas, please let us know. And if you'd like any other videos of content of this nature, please reach out. Have a wonderful day, and see you all in the next video.